Hey everybody, so I wanted to take a couple of minutes and just explain a little bit about why I have oxygen tubes in my nose right now. So, a few weeks ago, I was having some heart issues, which is common for me, and I was using my pulse oximeter to keep track of my heart rate, and I started to notice that my oxygen levels were not numbers that I was used to seeing. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't really know what normal was or like what good or bad numbers were. Basically, all I had to base it off of was, times when they checked it in the hospital. It's, 99, 100, 101, and they're like, perfect. And my numbers were in the 50s. And I thought, that's probably not good. But like when you have Lyme disease and other things like that, it's like your symptoms can be different every day, so it's hard to think sometimes like, oh, maybe we should pay attention to this, like maybe it's a big deal because you're just so used to every day being so different and random stuff like that happening all the time. So I didn't really think about it, and but I had a doctor's appointment a week ago, and it just popped up in my head that maybe I should mention it. And when I did, he was like, wait, what were your numbers? And totally freaked. And so did my parents. And then once we went back and thought about it and thought about some of my symptoms, it all started to kind of make sense. And so we did some double checking to make sure that my pulse ox was indeed accurate, and ran some other tests and found out that my oxygen levels are just like not keeping up with what they should be. And so it's been a weird week of really fighting through insurance and paperwork and all sorts of stuff, finding a company nearby and whatever that can provide oxygen for me. All of the internet research I've done and talking to people and trying to find stuff, apparently I'm super weird because it's apparently uncommon for people to be on oxygen in home that aren't either 90 or smokers or have sleep apnea. So to just be on oxygen because they have shoot, what's it called? Uh uh anyway, low oxygen levels. Just like straight that is unique. So we're starting the process of doing testing to find out why this is happening because we don't really know. It might just be one of those, hey, I have stage 3 Lyme, so congratulations to me, I have low oxygen levels. Or maybe it's something else. Or, they could be related, but a bigger problem that we need to deal with. So we're starting down that line of testing right now. I'm on oxygen pretty much around the clock. I can be without it. Like today, I was without it for a while. I was out of the house and I was away from it, even though I have tanks that I can go out, away with it. But like I have stuff coming up in a couple of weekends where I'm going to be away too long to use the tanks, and we're not really too worried about that. So I'll have it nearby in case I need it, but I do okay without it, for a while. So, yeah, it's a lot to get used to. It's really weird to be tethered all the time. So my line is long enough. I can like go from my bed to the bathroom and back to bed, and that's pretty much it. So, that's kind of weird. And it's just strange to get used to in general to have lines on. My nephew says I look like a beautiful woman with a girl mustache. But that's pretty good from a 7-year old, so I figured I'd take it. I was making jokes that these were just accents to, my beautiful cheekbones, but I'm getting used to them. So they feel funny in my nose and stuff like that. But it's nice to have air, and I'm really thankful that it all worked out the way it did. And we still got more stuff to figure out, and obviously figure out what's causing this, and we'll go from there. But that's basically the story of this lovely contraption. So there you go. Now you know. Day in the life of a sick girl.